and welcome to our video. So today we're going to go over how to properly and effectively fit a helmet onto our patient here today. So first things first, you have to make sure you recognize which brand of helmet that you are using. For today's video, we will be using the Schutt helmet, and we'll be using their helmet sizing for this video. And Hannah's going to go ahead and explain to us how we properly measure and fit a helmet onto our patient here.
Alright, so today we're going to be using a tape measure to measure Damaris. And so how we're going to start is I'm going to measure 2 finger lengths, or at least an inch above the eyebrows. And so I'm going to place this right above there, so right there. And then I'm going to wrap it all the way around. And it's important to measure it to this line here at the 0. And it's going to come out to just at 21. So 21 inches. Okay, so the reason that we're measuring about 2 finger lengths above the eyebrow, or an inch above the eyebrow, is because this is going to measure the widest part of the head. And so since I got 21 inches, we're going to be using Schutt today. And so since we're using the Schutt brand, we're going to be using their sizing chart. And so since we got 21 inches, that's going to fall in the range of a medium size helmet, because their sizing chart is from 20.5 to 22 inches. So here's the helmet that we're going to be using. It's a Schutt. And we also want to make sure that there is a warning label on it. Our size is on it, so here's our medium. And here's our little NOCSAE approved symbol. And so that just basically tells us that this is certified and safe to be playing in. And so what we're going to start off with doing is explaining to the athlete how to put the helmet on. So I'm going to tell Damaris to stick her fingers into the ear holes of the helmet, pull it out wide, and then pull it down over the head. And so it's also important to teach the athlete how to do this, because they can understand how to do it by themselves. Alright, so the next step that we're going to do in our helmet fitting is we're going to see how the helmet fits our athlete. So I'm going to have our athlete shake their head. Alright, does it feel tight? Does it feel loose?
It feels loose right here and tight, but snug right here.
Okay. And so you can obviously see that it's loose here, because we want to be able to do what's called a credit card test. And so these should be flush with the cheek pretty much. You should be able to fit a credit card in there. We're also going to check the face guard, the ear holes, and see if the external occipital protuberance is covered, and also to see if there is 2 finger lengths above the eyebrow available. So right now I can see her ears inside the ear hole. Her EOP is covered, and can you go ahead and look back at me? The one thing that we would need to modify here is that there is not there's too much room between the face mask and her face. So, and like I said earlier, these need to be fixed as well, so that they're flush with the face. And so, and also as well for the eyebrows, it's a little low, so we could do it a little bit higher on that.
So in any instance in which the top of the helmet has to be adjusted to meet the proper safety requirements before this athlete is able to go out onto the field, we would simply just get this tool, and we would go ahead and on top of the bladder, we're going to use this top portion right here and go ahead and insert it there, and just pump it in to make sure that it meets the requirements for Damaris to be able to go out onto the field. Now, with these sides, there is obviously too much space, so Damaris would not meet the requirements to go out onto the field. We did not have the proper equipment, and these S-pads are screwed in, so therefore we would have to make modifications for her to be able to go onto the field. Similarly with this right here, we would make sure that this is tighter and that there is about 3-finger width space in between her face guard before she would go out onto the field. Now, as you can see, we do have the chin straps here. The chin straps come in they could be either soft or hard chin straps. For this video purposes, we will be using soft or hard. I apologize, hard. So as you can see, that Marisa already has it on, and all you're necessarily going to do when it comes to these chin straps, the helmet right here next to the auditory hole will have this latch. You're gonna go ahead and latch that on like so, and notice how this latch goes outside, but when we get to this face guard, this latch right here has to be run underneath this face guard, just to ensure that the face guard does not the chin strap does not fall out of place while the athlete is participating in their sport. Similar here, go ahead and strap it on. Make sure that it is adjusted, and go ahead and turn to me, please. Similar on this side, this chin strap's running underneath the face guard while this one's just connecting to here. Now, it is very important because in case of an emergency, we want to make sure that we're able to access this chin strap, and we make sure that the athlete is aware of how it is to be placed. When it comes to chin straps, you want to make sure that there is adequate space that the athlete can breathe and talk. You do not, however, want it to be too loose. You want a snug fit, but you want it to still be able to provide coverage and protection for underneath her.
And this is how to properly fit a helmet. Thanks for watching.